According to Vedic literature, karma is the law of cause and effect. For every action there is a cause as well as a reaction. Karma is produced by performing fruitive activities for bodily or mental development.
Again, a very ancient source to look at for this is the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, and it states very simply that he who performs good actions has good results and attains a good place. He who performs bad actions attains a bad situation, a bad place. This is the great law of karma. That's again one of the a pan-Indian religious belief that every action you perform is either good, bad, or perhaps mixed with good and bad. And if you do good, you get good. If you do bad, you get bad. Very interesting book called the Yoga Sutra, which has many, many commentaries on it, argues that when you perform a good action, it leaves a sort of trace or a mark on the mind. And then that trace, if it's a good trace, it will compel you to do good things in the future. Whereas if you perform bad actions, it leaves a bad mark on the mind.
The Shvetashvatra Upanishad 5.12 explains that the living being, the jiva, soul, acquires many gross physical and subtle bodies due to the actions he performs, as is motivated by the material qualities to which he obtains. These bodies that are acquired continue to be a source of illusion as long as he is ignorant of his real identity. The Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 4.45 further clarifies that as the Atma or soul in the gross and subtle bodies acts, so thereby he obtains different conditions. By acting saintly, he becomes a saint, and by acting immorally, he becomes subject to the karmic consequences. In this way, he accrues piety or the burden of impiety accordingly. Similarly, it is stated that as a man sows, so shall he reap. Therefore, as people live their present life, they cultivate a particular type of consciousness by their thoughts and activities, which may be good or bad. This creates a person's karma. This karma will direct us into a body that is most appropriate for the reactions that we need to endure, or the lessons we need to learn. Thus, the cause of our existence comes from the activities of our previous lives. Since everything is based on a cause, it is one's karma that will determine one's situation, such as race, color, sex, or area of the world in which one will appear, or whether one is born in a rich or poor family, or be healthy or unhealthy, etc., etc. So when the living beings take birth again, they get a certain kind of body that is most suitable for the type of consciousness they have developed. Understanding Vedic taxonomy. The Vedas classify all living beings in one of 8.4 million species. An important Vedic text, the Padma Purana, divides these 8.4 million species into 6 broad categories. 1. 0.9 million species of aquatic life forms. 2. 2 million species of plants. 3. 1.1 million species of insects and reptiles. 4. 1 million species of birds. 5. 3 million species of animals. And 6. 0.4 million species of humans. These 8.4 million species are all part of a graded hierarchy, with the aquatics and plants at the bottom and the humans at the top. The bodies toward the bottom of the hierarchy limit the soul and its expression of pure consciousness to a greater degree than do those bodies toward the top of the hierarchy. This hierarchy also serves as the pathway for the progressive reincarnation of the soul. Thus, for example, a soul in a plant body goes through multiple bodies until automatically, by nature's arrangement, it is elevated to a human body. This can be called the evolution of the soul or spiritual evolution. In this spiritual evolution, humans are near the summit because, as compared to all other bodies, the human body allows the maximum expression of the soul's consciousness. More specifically, the human body allows the soul the faculty to make metaphysical enquiry and to thereby realize its eternal nature. Not all humans utilize the faculty for metaphysical inquiry because they are at different levels of consciousness. Taking this into account, the Vedic wisdom tradition doesn't place all humans in one species, as does modern biology. Instead, it asserts that humans, according to their level of consciousness, can belong to any one of 0.4 million species, all of which are included in the human species. Obviously, in this context, the word species is used differently from the way it is used in modern biology. The zenith of spiritual evolution. The human body offers the soul a precious opportunity, the opportunity to reclaim its eternal existence. Regaining eternal life is, according to the Vedic wisdom tradition, the ultimate purpose of existence.
The Hindu tradition certainly recognizes human life as very, very important. They all agree that human life provides the capacity to inquire into the nature of Brahman. Animals don't generally have that capacity.
The longing for eternal life can be seen in all species through the efforts all living things make to go on living as long as possible. However, because everything material is temporary, no species can live forever. Only the human form, with its capacity for metaphysical inquiry, offers the soul the opportunity to redirect its consciousness from the material to the spiritual level where life is eternal.